welcome back to the podcast. Today we are talking about something that's getting more important every single year, selling cloud security products. I'm today here with,
Robin?
Karim,
Daniel?
welcome guys. These guys with solid experience in tech and security, and we are going to break down what makes this space different, who actually buys these tools, and what companies are really trying to fix. We also get into objection trust, compliance, and some mistakes startups make. So let's get into it. First question for Robin. What makes selling a cloud security product different from selling other software?
Yeah, so the consequences of bad decisions are severe. And a breach, for example, can destroy a company's reputation. So buyers are scared and involve a lot of people. So when you're selling actual security software, you're not just selling normal software, but you're also helping the company stay safe by using maybe the other software that they're using. So it's kind of a layer on top of the software to protect the company from maybe a bad reputation.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So who's usually the main buyer in these deals? For Daniel?
Um, so the main buyer is usually the CISO or the security team. Um, but it's rarely like a single person decision. So you have often engineers, DevOps teams, IT managers, and compliance officers involved as well. And each of them has different priorities, like usability, security depth, or compliance requirements. And that makes the buying process more complex and sometimes also slower.
Yeah, okay, interesting. So Karim, what problems are companies actually trying to solve when they buy these tools?
they want to fix issues like misconfigurations, lack of visibility, security gaps, slow detection of threats. Many organizations simply don't have a clear overview of what is happening in their cloud, so which creates hidden risks.
Okay, that's a big one. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Robin, why is trust such a big factor in cybersecurity sales?
Yeah, so you're really asking to access the most sensitive information and infrastructure of a company. So any doubt about how you maybe handle the data or whether your team really knows like the security is really a big factor in the trust that you will have to get from a company, because um, if the company doesn't trust or doesn't see the value of your security, then maybe the security product will fail, or the audits won't be as good, and in the end, it'll ruin the reputation of also the security um, persons, but also maybe the company itself. So you would really have to gain a trust between each other to handle the careful to be careful how you handle the data, um, and yeah, really be clear about that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's real. So, Daniel, how do compliance and regulations influence buying decisions?
Um, so if we look like into the regulations like GDPR, the ISO, and the SOC, like the biggest ones, they play a major role in security decisions. So companies are often required to meet certain standards, and failing to do so can result in fines or legal issues. And as a result of that, many organizations invest in cloud security tools specifically to meet compliance requirements. And in some cases, compliance is even the main driver behind the purchases.
Yeah, okay. So, Karim, what are the biggest objections customers have?
Uh, Common concerns are costs, complexity, overlap with existing tools, and whether the tool will create too many alerts. Companies also worry about how much time and effort it takes to implement and maintain the solution.
Okay, makes sense. I heard it a lot too. Uh, so yeah, Robin, how important are integrations with existing tools?
Mhm. Yeah, very important. And often also a deal breaker. So security teams are already working really hard. And if a product requires longer than a month of integration, maybe to connect to their AWS or their other tools, um, that's going to be a really big deal. And the security team won't be able to show value soon, or as soon as possible. So maybe in the first week, you would really want to like have a fast integration and really know the existing tools in a company. So you can like show value very quick, maybe already in the first week. You would be able to know the layout and the tools that they're using. Um, so yeah, it can be a really big deal, the integration into tools.
Nice, yeah, that's super important. So, Daniel, how do proof of concepts or assessments help in the sale process?
Um, Good question. So proof of concepts allow you to show real results into the customer's own environment instead of just talking about features and everything else, but you actually demonstrate the actual risks and improvements. And this makes the value much more concrete and easier to understand. And also it helps build trust with the customer because the customer can see the product working before committing and buying it.
Yeah, that's strong. Um, Karim, how important is education when selling these products?
Uh, you mean what role does education play? Or
Yeah, yeah,
a big role. Many customers don't fully understand cloud risks or how these tools work. By educating them, you will help them see the problem clearly and understand why the solution is needed.
okay. So, last question. What's one mistake startups often make in this space?
Yeah,
Marwan?
so startups often try to cover too many categories at once, and a buyer really wants to get the best solution for one specific problem. Another tool that does different things averagely. So I would say stick to your lane, own it, and expand after you've already gotten a perfect and best solution for one specific problem.
Okay, that's a good one. So, all right, that was a solid conversation today. Appreciate you guys, Robin, Daniel, and Karim.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
we will back soon with another one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.